We continue to eliminate the toxins of the other interacting group in the teacher-student form. That is the poison of those who spread wisdom.
After a few minutes of rest, the teacher continued to lecture to enjoy a cup of tea. While teaching the lesson on eliminating toxins in the role of a learner, the teacher noticed intense conflicts within the learner's soul. That shows that the teacher creating a series of lectures to help students and everyone destroy toxins is valuable and useful to them. He just gave his first lecture, but it is an excellent source of inspiration for him because of the values it brings to learners. He looked at everyone and said,
You continue to share your painful experiences of the interactive script group as a wisdom spreader.
A male student sitting beside his mentally ill wife stood up and said,
Teacher, my wife has been mentally ill for over 2 years. In the early stages of the disease, my wife was still conscious. At that time, she said that she often saw images of God and Buddha. They often pat her head and talk to her. After she lost control of her behavior, she showed signs like saying she was God or Buddha. There are even sayings as if she is blessing everyone around her. My wife had stronger conflicts than before while participating in the teacher's class. I have understood the knowledge you taught about the conflicts that must arise when patients participate in learning. From your previous lectures, I guess that my wife's past life was also someone who taught knowledge that was not true and caused harm to many others. Therefore, her soul produced negative energy particles that encoded images of using God or Buddha to spread negative knowledge to everyone. Her soul had too many negative energy particles related to her role as a transmitter of knowledge, and poisonous information controlled her entire mind. As a result, she has had mental illness for over 2 years. Am I correct in analyzing the cause of my wife's illness?
The teacher replied,
You are such a wonderful husband. When your wife is sick, you always love and accompany her. Your love will miraculously remove the information disorder problem in her soul, and your wife will recover quickly. Your analysis is accurate through the categories of expression and essence. The nature of the problem will be decoded through repetitive expressions. That shows that you are someone who can understand the two truths very quickly.
Another student continued,
Teacher, I have had experiences of participating in lectures on knowledge from different religions and beliefs. I noticed that those who teach and spread knowledge promote their faith. Their views are the best in the world. They constantly criticize and defame other religions and beliefs in front of their followers. Even in a religion with many different branches, there are conflicts and slander among the branches to attract followers to follow their unit. These things make it impossible for learners to distinguish between good and harmful values to learn and apply. They make their students and followers afraid to receive knowledge from other religions and beliefs. They even use sermons in scriptures to instill fear in their students when they violate the words of the leader or the God they are worshiping. When I learned the knowledge of the two truths, I understood that they had faith, but did not understand anything about the first Tulin, the origin and the task of practice in the human world.
Those are your wonderful experiences. Those experiences have helped you see the magic of the first Tulin in creating many religions and beliefs to help Tulins in the human world have full interactive scenarios in the form of teacher and student. Souls will live and practice the knowledge of different religions and beliefs for many lifetimes. However, they will not be able to remember their past life memories. That is the ideal condition and environment for souls to emerge and eliminate toxins when they experience all suffering and calamities in the interactive scenarios of teacher-disciple form. Therefore, we should not criticize or discriminate against any religion or belief. We need to help people see the truth of origin, the task of the practicing path to achieve enlightenment, and the immense love of the first Tuolin.
The teacher explained. Another student continued,
Teacher, not everyone in the world believes in the origin of humanity, the soul, cause and effect, and reincarnation. They believe that each person has only one life, and when they die, it's over. Therefore, they are willing to create actions that hurt each other and all species to satisfy their greed and ignorance.
The teacher replied,
Everything that has been, is, and will happen is the truth of the universe because it is the truth of the poison released when souls practice in human form in the human world. You should be happy that the world has people who do not believe in cause and effect, reincarnation, tooling life forms, and God or Buddha. It would be best if you were not sad about that, because when each soul fully experiences suffering and tribulations, they will believe and practice according to enlightened knowledge. Your past lives were just like them. You also did not believe in cause and effect, or reincarnation and the world of the soul. As a result, you now have your answer. When experiencing suffering, your soul will achieve enlightenment and understanding, and you completely believe in those things. You need to understand that the truth is not changed by one person's beliefs, a group of people, or even humanity. Someone who does not believe in reincarnation does not believe in cause and effect. That is just a belief in a lack of enlightened information. That belief cannot change that their souls still have to reincarnate through many lives to force out toxins and produce sustainable energy particles for their growth.
After that, the teacher continued to lecture.
When will you and everyone live in the role of spreading knowledge? When you are a teacher teaching at school. You are the ones who are teaching a specific type of knowledge to your students. You practice religions and beliefs, then preach the knowledge you understand to believers and everyone. You are the one who spreads the knowledge or methods learned from books or someone to everyone. You practice rituals to pray for everyone. In particular, it is all of your actions in life because everyone sees those actions and receives information from them, whether good or harmful. Types of toxins that you need to recognize and eliminate as a knowledge spreader. Teachers who teach in schools. They take advantage of their position to profit from students by controlling scores. They use grades or other benefits to satisfy the lust of students. Those who teach ignorant knowledge about liberation from suffering through leaving home to practicing rituals to pray to Buddha or God to be born in heaven after death. That knowledge makes people ignorant and unaware of the truth about humanity's origins and the mission of practice in the human world. People who spread knowledge, methods, and spells to satisfy the desire for wealth status and neutralize lousy karma. People who practice fortune-telling and worship rituals to God, Buddha, and gods. Those who teach knowledge cause people not to practice good deeds, but instead practice actions that are harmful to others and all living things. People in religion incite followers or people to war and kill each other. Religious people propagate and criticize other religions and beliefs. Teachers spread toxic ideas and wisdom to students. That is the knowledge that does not bring sustainable development to humans and all things, and is the knowledge that destroys the incredible solidarity of people and humanity. Teachers who insult, beat, and kill students. Teachers who commit adultery with students and learners. All actions that harm oneself, others, and all species are toxins of the person who spreads wisdom to everyone. For example, when parents conflict leading to divorce, children will receive harmful information from their parents' toxins. They accept those toxins and merge with the toxins inside them to believe that divorce is typical for husband and wife when they are not compatible. As a result, when they grow up and have families, they easily divorce when they feel incompatible. That shows that each person's negative actions make them the ones who spread toxic knowledge to others. Please use the two truths and the smallest particle of energy to understand all the thoughts and behaviors of yourself and everyone in your interactions as a knowledge spreader. It is any thought or action that causes people not to know the truth of the three secrets the Toolins are searching for, which is spreading human poison. If harmful energy particles have been, are, and will be produced from thoughts to actions, they are toxins. Those thoughts and actions satisfy one's interests, but cause harm and injury to people, animals, and all species. When you understand the manifestations containing toxins in each soul when they spread wisdom, you will be enlightened about that type of toxicity. It would help if you stopped spreading wisdom that contains poisons that you have enlightened too. Next, you need to eliminate those toxins in your soul through kind actions as a person teaching knowledge. Only compassionate activities in the role of teachers will help you remove those toxins from your soul. When those toxic thoughts appear in your mind, you need to eliminate them immediately. Always remember about yin and yang energy particles to understand why they are produced. You will easily control and eliminate toxins from there as a wisdom spreader. Please note that this toxin erupts strongly in every human being and soul. In particular, when you have gone through countless lifetimes of practice, the harmful energy particles containing this type of poison in the structure of your soul are numerous. It controls your entire mind. It makes your soul unable to grow. That toxin causes you to produce countless harmful energy particles at the end of a reaction in your interaction as a teacher. So, the consequences are enormous. The reason is that knowledge has the characteristic of spreading everywhere and from generation to generation. Therefore, the form of teacher and disciple is the knot that prevents the Toolins from growing up. To untie this knot and produce sustainable energy particles for the soul, you must use the two truths and the transformation mechanism of energy particles as a guideline for enlightenment and practice. Before practicing the toxin-breaking method as a wisdom spreader, those with mental or physical illnesses should not be afraid, because there will be a lot of information containing toxins that will be transmitted to your brain from harmful energy particles. You will see many images related to Buddha, God, the devil, sweet words and negative words, and they play like movies in your mind. Be happy to let them shake and then be balanced by the valuable information of knowledge of the two truths. And now, please focus and think on the soul within you. Read aloud after me. Hey, Tuolin, I congratulate you. Congratulations on your enlightenment and understanding of the three secrets all Tuolins are searching for after countless lifetimes of practice. You have understood yourself and other souls, everything in the universe, and the energy of destruction. You have been lonely because of a long journey searching for those three secrets through suffering and tribulation. It would be best if you were happy because we have unity between wisdom, body, and soul. It is our great power that in this life, at this moment, we can understand our toxins and those of other souls in our role as teachers and spreaders of knowledge. We already have the intellectual light of the two truths and the smallest particle of energy illuminating us. We are enlightened. Dear Tuolin, awaken all groups of energy particles composed of all interaction scenarios when you act as a teacher and spread knowledge to others. Awaken all the positive energy particles of generous and intellectual power and the associated neutral energy particles. In particular, awaken all the harmful energy particles created in your practice when you are a teacher, a religious person, a believer, a person who spreads knowledge and methods that hurt everyone and all species. Be strong, and don't be afraid when you see the memories of suffering and hurt that you have caused to everyone and all creatures. Let's wake them all up so that the value of the knowledge of the two truths empowers the system of positive energy particles and neutralizes the toxins in the negative energy particles. Let the harmful energy particles be shaken and arrogant one last time before the wisdom of the two truths and the power of the positive energy particle system take control of them. Hey, Tuolin, you are so happy because you have a physical body and a brain that helps you understand the knowledge of the two truths. Therefore, forget the suffering and hurt of everyone stored in the harmful energy particles that make up a part of you. This toxin is not unique to you. It exists in all Tuolins and inhibits our growth. Forgive yourself for the mistakes those toxins made that have dominated and controlled you in past lives. When you forgive yourself, you will force out all those toxins. Next, we dedicate this human life together to help and save everyone and all species. Those will be sincere apologies and gratitude to all the friends who have accompanied you in past lives. They have vowed to practice with you in the human world and help each other eliminate toxins to transform Tuolin into maturity. Let's be strong. We will succeed on the journey to eliminate toxins and maximize kindness to transform yin and yang energy embryos into energy filters. We must help our friends who are still immersed in toxicity and suffering within other human bodies. They are waiting for us to help them. They will be happy to know that we have achieved great success by having enlightened wisdom and understanding the 3 secrets. When you grow up and practice the sustainable transformation mechanism, it is deeply grateful to the first Tulin and all Tulins and humans. So please don't give up. Add strength to me so I can help you practice dedication to everyone and all creatures. Besides, I also vow to sacrifice this body to help you complete your practicing mission. We must also force out the toxins in other forms and maximize our goodness. We will achieve the task soon.
After helping his students break through the toxic ice in his role as a teacher and spreading knowledge, he noticed a fierce conflict within them. Because the teacher knows that the types of poison in the form of teachers' and students' relationships are highly numerous and dangerous, it inhibits the growth of Tulins in the human world. It is easier for souls to destroy all poisons with the teacher's presence in the human world. Therefore, each soul, each person in this life, receiving and practicing the knowledge from the teacher, is a blessing to them. Then he told his students,
Unfreezing this poison will cause your souls to clash violently. Please relax and rest before leaving class.